Good morning, everyone. I'm just letting everybody into the room right now. Just give me 1 minute here to do that. Should have everybody here pretty soon. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, great. All right, just about done doing that. So we'll start off with any wins for the week. Anybody have any wins? Any closings, any listings, anything that you guys have going on personally?
I have a scheduled closing for this week, Eric. I believe it's either the 10th or the 12th.
That's awesome, Ed. Great job down there in Southern Florida. Things going okay for you?
Everything going well so far. Still trying
Good.
to get Rick on board here.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk with him soon. Have a lot of good stuff. We could use somebody over in that neck of the woods too. So,
Yeah, yeah.
well, good. So, any other wins? Any other listings? Any closings? Anything on your personal life going on?
I got two new listings that we put on that were just normal personal listings, and then we had one ADR referral come in over the weekend. So we got that coming up, and we have two pending listings that should be closing this week.
Fantastic. Glad to hear it.
Hey, Barry, do you have any other family members joining us? Like, it seems like, man, you're just bringing on the entire family over there, making it a whole event.
Yeah, this morning, unfortunately not, but that's the plan to get them all on here. But I'm recruiting as hard as I can to get everybody in here and make it rain on everyone.
Absolutely, man. Well, if you need anything, let Eric and I know.
Will do.
All right.
Eric?
Yes. Hey, Steve.
I have 5 upcoming closings for scheduled for this month. And last week I got 4 REO listings, which would equate to about $1.5 million.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, it's we started seeing some activity here last week, at least on our end. I'm not sure if those were from us or from other people, but it's good that we are starting to see some activity again. We'll go through ebbs and flows. We'll see a little bit of activity with home partners, and we won't see anything for them for a while. So all good. Everything's going in a good direction. So as I like to say, or I don't know if it was my saying, but this is haymaking season. So we want to be getting all of our ducks in a row now, make our money now, so that things do get a little bit light in November, December. Plus, not to mention the fact that we can just spend some time and enjoy it with our families and all that kind of stuff. So we can work really hard, but if we don't have anything to enjoy it, then it's kind of a moot point. Any last wins? Anything else that you guys want to tell me? Because I have a little bit of an agenda today. Probably take me about 15 minutes to get through everything. But any other wins for the week?
I do. I have 2 new listings.
Oh, great job, Leanne. Good. In West Virginia, Maryland, where are those at?
Both are in West Virginia, and then I also have 2 coming up in Maryland, 2 REOs, which should be listed within the next 2 weeks.
Well, good job. I'm glad things are going well. Sounds like everybody's getting some good activity. So that's what we want to definitely be seeing. That good stuff happening in the month of July of 2024. So just to keep everybody abreast of everything, and I'm going to be looking up at my notes here a little bit, but we have several masterminds this week. We have a lot of good stuff this week, actually. We, after this call today, we have Robert Welcard. He's going to do his Momentum Monday event that lasts between a half an hour to an hour. And then later today, we have Joseph Limo. We have a bi-monthly sales meeting later today, which is at 4:30 Eastern time. And we also have Russell Realty Group is going to be doing their REO mastermind for the group only. And I'm not exactly sure what time that is, but it was in the calendar. I just don't have that note handy. Tomorrow we have our agent attraction call with Larry and myself. This is open to any of our agents that want to discuss where they're at with bringing anybody on board into the organization. This will be week 3 of our agenda, and I'll hit that a little bit more during when I talk about the newsletter. And then later tomorrow, we also have Darren Cottrell, who's going to be giving a group only briefing. This is something he does once a month. He likes to, basically engage with, the agents that are part of his organization one-on-one so that you have access to him, ask him whatever you want. We can focus on REO, we can focus on the group, we can focus on marketing. Darren's been doing this for a lot of years, so he has a lot of expertise. Then on Thursday, we have our American Destiny Real Estate monthly agent mastermind for REO, the REO referral network. That's open to anybody in the REO referral network. We typically have, close to 100 agents on those calls. Last month, we were competing with 3 other calls at that same time, so we didn't have as much or as many agents. But we do record it, so if you don't get a chance to see it, you can go to our YouTube and watch it on our YouTube. And again, that's in the newsletter. And that's at the bottom of the newsletter for the YouTube channels. And then this Friday we have is it Wendy Martin, Larry, or
No, Wendy Forsythe,
Wendy
the Chief
Forsythe.
Marketing Officer.
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah, I had I think you called her Wendy Martin on your call on Friday, but then I remember it was Wendy Forsythe. Okay, so Wendy's going to be talking about marketing, and it's going to be a great call. I really encourage you guys to jump on Friday. And this would be a great call if you know anybody that's interested in doing more in marketing, that maybe they're struggling a little bit. This could be anybody inside or outside of our group. This was actually a featured call that we put in our American Destiny Real Estate newsletter. She's going to have a lot of great things to say. I'm excited to hear the call. I think it's going to be great. Also this week, if you live in Northern California, this would be like Sacramento, Oakland, San Francisco. There's 3 Club Wealth events this week. And then next week, there's 3 in New Jersey. There's actually 4 in New Jersey and New York. So I saw Karen just jumped on. Karen, I'll get you the information about those events. I don't see anybody. Oh, Leanne, you might be able to jump up, Leanne. It's a little bit of a hike to get up to Jersey, but these are worthwhile going to. These are Club Wealth. They're actual half-day seminars. Great content. They are a recruiting call for Club Wealth, or a recruiting seminar for Club Wealth. However, these are provided to us by Jeff Russell. They're free to go to. Don't worry about being recruited because you're already a member. So when you're there, just let them know you're part of Jeff Russell's group and enjoy the information. And again, it's free of charge. And I'll get the information out to the people in those areas later this week. I already got the California agents information. As a matter of fact, in 2 weeks, they're going to be in the LA area. So I see Sean's on the call. So if you guys can, jump on those and get to those Club Wealth events, I think they're worth going to. So let me just go through the newsletter real quick here. Last Friday, Larry did a fantastic mastermind on marketing and your sphere of influence and social media. And it's definitely worth watching. It's 55 minutes. You can just watch it right from the newsletter. We still use a Trello board. I know some agents have asked to be members of the Trello board, but you don't have to do that. All you have to, it's a view only. So all you need is the link. And the link was in the newsletter. Just if you have questions about who to contact for what, if you don't want to, reach out to me directly, you can go to the Trello board. We also have trainings on there. We have some videos that we posted. We haven't updated it for a little while. It's probably been about half a year since we've done any updates to the Trello board. But we just needed an area to have access, a place to put information for everybody. This was the easiest thing to do. We might go to a website in the future, but right now it's really easy for Emily and myself to make updates to the Trello board to add maybe a new procedure, a new video, contact information. It's easy for us to do. That's why we do it. Last week at Jeff's Huddle, I think it was last Tuesday or Wednesday, he talked about a company called Celebrity Agent. And this is a service where this company will handwrite letters for you on your behalf to prospective leads that you're trying to list their home with. It's an expensive service, but it's a worthwhile service. So I put some information about that in the newsletter. You can get a free demo. I think they might even give you like a free trial or something, but you can check that out in the newsletter. And then one of the things I've been doing for our agents, you might have gotten an email from me or a text message from me in the last month or so saying, hey, there's a referral lead that's in such and such city. Here's contact information. Reach out to this person. What I'm doing is I'm watching three different referral groups on Workplace. They're called the Referral Map, United States Referrals, and EXP Referral Network. The one I get the most activity from is EXP Referral Network. That's probably where 90% of those leads are coming from. And I noticed that a couple agents in our group have actually been watching them as well. Maybe they have an admin watching these. I would encourage you to do that. It's always speed the lead. You want to be the first to reach out to these agents, but it could be $1 million listing. It could be a $100,000 listing. It could be a rental. I mean, it could be anything all over the board. I'd say most of them are mid-range listings. Most of them are sellers. Some of them are buyers, but it's just a good way to keep some referrals going for yourselves. We always say, or I know I've been told that you should have about 5 or 6 different referral method sources. When I was selling, Zillow was a big part of my referral network for buyers leads. I did very well with that at very low cost, but there's a lot of things out there at no cost or very low cost. The other thing, it's not in the newsletter, but the other thing you really want to tap into, and I can't remember who said it last week, but it's KV Core. Learn KV Core, get to know it, use it. I was talking to an agent last week. I can't remember where she was at. I think she was in maybe Miami, but she has her own brokerage. I asked her about, what she uses, and she told me she uses KV Core. And she told me she pays $500 a month for her KV Core. It's a 3-user license for her brokerage, but it's only for 3 agents. We get it for, the $85 fee that we pay to EXP, along with a subscription to Regus, also our website, your email. So take advantage of KV Core. There's a lot of great features with it. You can do drip campaigns. You can do, one thing I did today, I put on my social media, I did a home valuation post where clients or people can get a home valuation for their home. I think it goes into Zillow and another company to get that value. But I did it I did sort of a test on myself, and then I did a couple other people that I knew whose houses, I wanted to see what their values were. And you can make this service available to your clients as well. So anybody that you've ever closed a deal with in the past, set them up on a service where they'll receive a quarterly update of their home value. They might not be looking to sell their home for 10 years from now, but they might have all of a sudden they might have a job change, an opportunity. Maybe they just wanted to retire and they might move next week, or they might want to put their house on the market 2 weeks from now. So having that available to your clients is a very good benefit. So it's part of KV Core. We can also create squeeze pages and landing pages through KV Core. Not the simplest thing it is very simple. Once you learn how to do it, it's simple as pie. Learning it takes a hot minute. Maybe in about a half an hour, you can be pretty well versed in KV Core. There's a lot of trainings on their site, and a lot of the Trello board information has some how-to videos on KV Core. Not to mention on Tuesdays, James Cottrill does a training. I know Emily does a brief training, or Emily Cottrill does a brief training for us as well. But James Cottrill is probably the gold standard when it comes to KV Core training for at least for our group. And his call is at 11 a.m. on Tuesdays. That's 11 a.m. Pacific time. The next thing I want to talk about quickly is our agent attraction agenda. This week will be week 3, crafting your value proposition. If you haven't been on the calls with week 1 and week 2, that's fine. You don't have to worry about that. You can jump right in on week 3. We also have a form that you want to fill out that talks about your goals for attraction, whether it's attracting 1 person this year or 15 people this year or 50 people this year. I think we figured out a system on how you can do it very easily by tapping into myself and using myself and Larry as aids to get you to where you want to be. Any questions so far? I feel like I just keep talking and talking. We do have, there's the calendars in the newsletter this week. I think there's no Revenos training this week, but I believe there's I think the REO certifications start next week for REO and Relo. It's both in July and August. So if it's been a while since you've done the Relo certification, or if you don't have the Relo certification, I highly recommend you get it. That's another referral source. We put a little article on SMART goals. Somebody brought this up last week, so we just threw it in there about having specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely goals. So you can read a little bit more about that. There was a couple of different announcements from EXP about having earned a spot in the Fortune 1000 list, which was kind of a big deal, and also being ranked among the 600 best companies to work for. That was an article from I think 2 months ago, but we threw it in this month's newsletter as well. Under REO news, we have the mastermind with Darren and ADR and Barry Owens on Thursday. We have a guest speaker from EasyKnock. If you haven't done a one-on-one with Ashley, she has a calendar. She's willing to do a one-on-one, give you a briefing about what EasyKnock offers, the platform. I'd do it. Let me throw that in the chat. Just schedule time. She'll take 15 minutes of your time. She can give you a briefing. She's not doing this for everybody, just people in our group. So I would definitely take advantage of that. And then our book was from actually one of the mastermind calls I was on this week. The one that's in the newsletter called The Big Agent Meeting. They talked about this book called The Full Fee Agent. So grab the book, take a look at it. Let me know. I'm going to probably pick it up myself here on Amazon. So that's our week at a glance. A lot going on this week. Does anybody have any needs or anything you guys have going on that you want to talk about this week?
I did. Can you hear me?
Yes, uh-huh.
So I'm getting ready to prepare for 5-star in September. And I know we're all supposed to be meeting there, those who are coming. And I was wondering if you had like an agenda or any day or time to meet, because I want to start scheduling classes. And I don't want, go ahead.
We'll work around your schedule. What we're going to be doing is we're talking about, well, I'm not even sure if this is finalized yet, but we're talking about a Monday event in Dallas called Seizing REO Opportunities. It's not specifically for people attending 5-star, it's more for the Dallas area, but if you're attending and you want to come, you're welcome to come. But that's not set in stone yet. We have to get that set in stone. And then Darren and Barry and myself, along with Jeff and Larry and Eric Delgado, have been talking about doing a mixer, like a meet and greet, kind of like we did in Nashville. And we're talking about that being on Tuesday. And that'll probably be from like 7 to 9. So I don't think anything that we're going to have going on is going to be conflicting with anybody's schedule at 5-star. We'd also like to meet with you if we've never met with you, or even if we have met with you. I feel like I know everybody on this call very well, and some of you have never met in person. Larry and I knew each other for a year and a half before finally meeting in person in Nashville. And, it's just these Zoom calls they're more intimate than I ever realized. I get to know people very, very well just from phone calls and seeing you on screen. But we will send out to everybody in our group that's going to be attending an opportunity to just meet up with us. So, have time to maybe have a coffee or just 15, 20 minutes just to sit and chat a little bit, get to know you a little bit better. But we'll be sending those calendars out probably early August is when we'll get those out. The next ADR newsletter will have all that information in it, and I'll get that out to you guys in our group a little bit before the ADR newsletter. So hopefully that answers that question, April. Take advantage of everything 5-star has to offer while they're there. Make it an educational opportunity, but we also want to try to introduce you to some other of our asset managers that we're dealing with. Larry, do you know if Bob Norell is going to be at 5-star this year? Okay, looks like he's on a call. So, we're trying to make sure that, we have people for you guys to be introduced to while we're there. You'll certainly get to meet with Larry, or with Darren, Barry Owens, Eric Delgado, the people that are involved with American Destiny, Templeview Capital, MCM Capital. If Jim Steffens is there with Peak Harbor, we'll try to make introductions to him as well for you guys. So just use it as a marketing, as a collaboration with other asset management companies events, but also there's a lot of trainings that Force does that you can take advantage of as well.
And Eric, on that, sorry, I was getting off mute there. Just the agents within this group alone, right? Like there is a lot of business that gets referred back and forth with people coming and asking like, man, do you know anybody here? Do you know anybody there? Like we have Jeff Russell, the Quantum Group with Raphael Dagnesis that's referred some business within this group and stuff like that. So we will probably have over 100 people from our group at 5-star. And like we have all been in this business for a long time. So yes, we have some very large relationships, but don't sleep on these small referral relationships and stuff like that between agents that are like have created friendships with these asset managers and stuff like that at this point in time, right? Because a lot of us have been in here going on 20 years. Use these relationships just to expand those relationships and stuff for you as well.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great point. Great point. And my other suggestion for anybody going to 5-stars, go there with a plan. Don't just don't show up and just be there. Go there with a plan to meet with us. You meet with other asset managers, and anybody you're talking to, grab, even if it's an agent, just get their business card. Get as many business cards. I still have my stack somewhere from here I still have my stack here from Nashville. So I refer to it from time to time. All those agents have been put into my database. We reach out to them, we talk with them. Some of them have even come on board with us in our group. So take advantage of everything you can take advantage of while you're there. Or if you just want to go and have a good time, that's fine too. But that's for me, I'm putting some time and some money and some energy into this. I'm going to definitely come out of it. Have a plan going into it. So any other comments, any other questions today?
This is Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hi. I just want to say a big thank you to you and Larry. As someone who has just come in, you guys have really been supportive, informational. I mean, coming from a small company, this is amazing, and I'm grateful. Thank you.
Well, we're happy to have you, Karen. Did that work out with you and Vinny, the referral last week?
I haven't heard back from him as yet.
Okay,
But
did I give you his info? Did I give you his contact info?
I'm going to check again to make sure.
I'll make sure I do. It's
Okay.
yeah. So again, if there's inner agent referrals, I try to refer amongst our group first, and then we'll go into other agents I might know in the area. But we're also working on a referral, like a referral map. If you go into EX Workplace, there's one group called a referral map, and basically what it is just every agent that wants to be on this United States, it's actually worldwide, but I think most of the agents are United States, Canada, and Mexico, and Puerto Rico. You can ask me to put on this referral map. Right now they have
Yeah, I'm in the referral group. I get things international. I get it popping in.
Okay.
Spain, I see, Oklahoma, I see a lot of stuff. So I find that very good.
Yeah, and this particular referral, this referral map is international. But you can ask me to put on this referral map, and then if something comes up in your area, what they do is they go to the map and they type in the address of the potential referral, and they just reach out to you directly. And we're working on something similar to this. We don't have 24,000 members. I just put the link in the chat for the workplace group. But we probably have almost 1,000 members in the Alliance group that we want to. If we just use our group, Control Bengal and even Jeff Russell, I mean, we're not as big as the Alliance. The Alliance is everybody from Joseph Limo's organization down. So it's very spreading. We're probably talking about over 1,000 agents. And once we work out the kinks, so we did it. We have it ready. It's just we have to work out some kinks and make sure that everybody in the Alliance group is cool with using this for that purpose. But we'd really like to be able to foster inner Alliance group or Alliance member referrals amongst each other. And I know in the last 6 months, I've probably referred at least 5 properties out to agents nationwide. And these aren't REOs. These were just people came to me, they had a need. I knew an agent. We tried to hook them up with that person. I don't do follow-up, so I haven't followed up to see if those referrals went anywhere. Hopefully they did, but that's something that we're trying to do as a group and just make it easier for everybody. So watch for that in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully we get that fully taken care of. But join the referral map in the world. I think you just have to fill out a form. You just go to that post, and I think it's pinned at the top. You fill out the form. It's a Google form. Fill out the Google form, that puts you on the map. Very easy to do. We have 4 more minutes. Anything else before I jump off and jump on to Robert Welcart's meeting today?
Hi, Eric. It's Helen.
Hi, Helen.
Hi. I just have a quick question going back to 5-star. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to go to that, but I am going to NADP. Are any of you going to that as well?
I'm not. When is it NADP? When is that conference?
It's October.
That's October.
Okay. Are you going, Larry?
I don't think so. So I know I have 5-star, and then I have a trip to Minnesota, and then we have EXPCon. If I do, it will be last minute for me.
I would probably imagine Robert Welcart's going to be there because Robert I think he's on the board of NADP,
Yeah.
and Jeff Russell goes to everything. So, you might see Jeff there, and Darren might be there too. Or maybe he might be. Between Barry or Darren, they'll probably might be there, but we'll find out. That's not something that was on my radar, but yeah, we'll find out. Where's it at, Helen?
It is in Florida, but on the East Coast. I think maybe up above Fort Lauderdale or something.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah,
I can't remember exactly.
We'll look into that, and we'll put some information in the newsletter about that upcoming event as well. Because that's, if you're REO, that's something. If you're in Florida, I would definitely go. I mean, it's it's probably a drive for you. So
Yeah.
all right, guys. Well, I got to bounce. Anything else last minute before we get the week started here? Thanks for jumping on. I know it's early for the guys on the West Coast, but I appreciate you guys coming on board. It just made it easier for everybody to do it at this time. That way we weren't interfering with Robert Welcart's Momentum Monday call. But anything else from you guys before we end off? All right. Well, this was recorded, so if you have any questions, you can, or if you want to watch it again, just jump onto the YouTube. We'll see you guys on Robert's call. If you want to come to the agent interaction, we'll see you tomorrow at that time. So talk to you guys, everybody. Talk to you soon. See you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
Oh, and make sure you come to the sales meeting later today. See you.
Bye.